So we know we're looking at some more problems on the chain rule. So we know our chain rule works by taking our power from our bracket and multiplying it by anything in front. So that's where we multiply it by the 6 by 4 gives us 24. Bracket stays the same. We take 1 away from the power. Then we multiply by the derivative of the bracket there. So 3 cancels and we get minus 4x becomes minus 4. And the minus 24 multiplies by minus 4 gives us minus 96. So we're just going to clean up any numbers we've got. Well, unlike in this one, we've got to bring our 6 down, multiplies by the 5 gives us 30, subtract 1 from the power, and then we multiply by the derivative here, which is 6x plus 7. And we're not going to expand that bracket. Leave it like that. Better to leave it in the factorised form because we can do more with it later on by just keeping it factorised. So don't worry about expanding it out and multiplying. So all these ones we see the same process. The 3 comes down, bracket stays the same. We subtract 1 from the power and then multiply by the derivative of 3 minus 2x the power of 4, which is minus 8x cubed. Leaves us with that expression. This one we got the 8 comes down, multiplies by the 7, bracket stays the same. Subtract 1 from the power and we derive the bracket and gives us 12x squared plus 7, and we just collect our numbers together and leave our brackets. And that's what these ones all do. Power comes down, multiplies, subtracts 1, multiplies by the derivative, and then we just clean it up. 6 multiplies by the 4, subtract 1 from the power, multiply by the derivative, and we get that. So go through and have a look and check out the numbers. We start to not even worry about doing the derivatives and just see that's the 3 times the 9 times the 7 gives us the 189. The 5 multiplies down there, we get 4x squared becomes 8x, so the 8x times 5 gives us the 40x. We took 1 away from the power. So we can start taking some shortcuts. If you're still not sure, then don't take the shortcuts. Make sure you're spanning it out properly and putting your brackets and then collecting your numbers. But if you get confident enough to do it this way, that's fine. So check all these ones. Again, keep remembering the process. Bring the power down, multiplied by the numbers in front, and multiply by the derivative there as well. So, and if it's brackets that way, leave it in brackets. Don't try and expand this one. Keep them in that nice factorised form because that's always the better way to do it as we go through. So keep going through, keep checking them. Be careful of the negative indices and all the negative signs that you might get as you go through, making sure we can put something back into that form as well, and we know our indice laws to do our derivatives. But the process stays the same every time. We've got a bracket to a power, we bring our power down and multiply any numbers there. We subtract 1 from the power, so the minus 4 subtracts 1 gives us minus 5, and we multiply by the derivative of that bracket there, and we can then clean them up. So be careful as you go, be careful of all the signs, and keep practicing that chain rule.